with Ziad Sayed, a journalist and sports expert from Dubai. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to be with you today.
The Egyptian fencer Mohammed Hamza has won the golden medal in Mexico World Cup. So how do you see the significance of this?
Indeed, it is a great achievement. Mohammed Hamza is one of the promising young athletes in the sport of fencing, and a bright future awaits him. By the way, Hamza had reached the quarterfinals of the foil fencing competition in the last Olympics in Tokyo. He was only 20 years old. Perhaps the World Cup in Mexico will be his breakthrough and his declaration of strength. The tournament included the best-ranked fencers in the world, and Hamza's journey towards gold was not easy at all. He started his journey by defeating the Serbian champion 15-8, then defeated the French champion 15-13, before setting a fiery date with our great Olympic champion Alauddin Abul Qasim in the round of 16. And he was able to win 15-13. In the quarterfinals, Hamza dominated the Chinese champion 15-8. Then the second-ranked Italian fencer Marini Tomaso with the same result in the semifinals, before achieving a historic victory in the final match against the Hong Kong Olympic champion 15-10 to win the most important gold in his career for sure.
Yes, Mr. Sayed, how do you weigh the previous achievements by Hamza, and what do we expect from him in the near future?
Well, as I mentioned, I believe it is the most prominent result in his career so far, despite reaching the quarterfinals of the Olympics and having won many medals at the youth and juniors level. But considering the tough road he faced in this tournament, the value and names of his competitors, and the way he won over them by significant margins, there is no doubt that it is a historic medal by all measures. It is also one of the most important and prominent results of the Egyptian fencing this year.
Yes, also Mr. Sayed, Hana Gouda, a women's table tennis player at Al Ahly, have won African Women's Cup in Kenya. So how do you see this?
Well, Hana Gouda's name has strongly established itself on the African table tennis scene and has gained well-deserved fame among Egyptians, including those who do not actually follow the table tennis. Hana began her journey in the tournament by achieving 3 overwhelming victories in the group stage against the champions of Mauritius, Ethiopia, and Uganda, with a score of 3-0 each. Before facing the Nigerian champion Fatima Bello and defeating her easily 4-0, she then defeated the Cameroonian champion in the semi-finals 4-1. Hana we must stop and talk about one of the historic matches in the history of African table tennis, which will remain immortal in the archives of the sport and will be remembered by everyone for many years to come. Here I'm speaking about the final match between the Egyptian table tennis legend Dina Mishrif and the young champion Hana Gouda. Actually, it was an extraordinary match that held its breath until the last moment and was enjoyed by all the audience present in Kenya. The match was a back-and-forth battle between the two players and reached a 3-3 tie in the score in sets. And in the 7th set, Dina Mishrif managed to expand the lead to 8-3, coming only 3 points away from winning the championship. However, a historic comeback was made by young champion Hana Gouda, who managed to turn the tables and take the lead 9-8 before winning the set 16-13 and securing the title for the second consecutive time. At the end, we can only salute both champions for this wonderful match and for presenting a strong and distinctive image for the Egyptian table tennis for sure.
Yes, also Mr. Sayed, Omar Assar, men's table tennis player, also defeated Nigeria's Aruna Qadri 4-1 in the singles final. So what's your comment on this, please?
Yes, I believe we can call this match the African table tennis Classico at present, as it always happens in the finals of every continental championship. Omar Assar is a consistent player. And after reaching the quarterfinals of the last Olympics in Tokyo, I think he raised the aspirations of everyone to achieve a medal in the upcoming Paris Olympics. Aruna Quadri, the champion of Nigeria, he's a legend in his country and one of the legends of Africa and the best African ranked player in the world by occupying the 12th position globally. Therefore, winning against him was, with this great result, is definitely a remarkable achievement for Omar.
Yes, also, Mr. Sayed, also within Egypt's victories in the field of sports, Ashraf Subhi, Minister of Sports and Youth, have won the presidency of the African Union for the university sports. So how do you see the importance of this position?
Well, as we know, Egypt always strives to be at the forefront of various African unions and transfer Egypt's great experiences to the continent in various fields. Therefore, I think the Minister of Youth and Sports, Ashraf Subhi, ran for the presidency of the African University Sports Federation and achieved a great victory over his competitor from South Africa. Dr. Ashraf received 20 votes, as I remember, compared to only 3 for his competitor. The African University Games Federation was established in 1971. Its aim of developing sports in African universities. Thus, the victory of an Egyptian figure of the caliber of Dr. Ashraf Subhi in this position is very important to enhance Egypt's national presence at the head of African Union.
I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Mr. Ziad Sayed, journalist and sports analyst from Dubai. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cairo Local Time. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.